How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Sonar Shack with us. He can say his name, what he does, and all that good stuff.
Hey, I'm John. I'm from Sonar Shack, also from other things such as Mobley Crew and such. There's actually 4 other Sonar Shack people. I'll shout them out right now.
There you go. Do it up.
What's up, people? We got the key guy, Colin McDonald. We got the bass player, Will Turner. Yo, what's up, Will? We got drummer guy, Ashton Rock. Hey, Ashton, how you doing? And we got Steve Handy on guitar. Yeah.
There we go.
They're with us in spirit.
In spirit. Or if I'm feeling the need to Photoshop them in at any point in this given interview.
That would be perfect.
You have to give me like a head cutout of them, and then I'll just like be like, every time you say their name, maybe they'll show up on the screen. Who knows? It depends on how.
Colin McDonald.
There we go. Budget.
Okay.
We have to see the budget. We're gonna have to check the budgets after this. But the first question, John. Obviously, I asked this to a lot of the bands I have on here, and it's always fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a music nerd, and I love talking about it. But how did you start out Sonar Shack? How did you get your members? How did you guys all come together and obviously form a band?
Yeah, so we all went to college together in New Haven. We went to the University of New Haven. We studied music and sound recording together. So we were all like studio guys, all audio guys. And we were just living in the same dorm, and like all of us were just jamming together. And I was just like, let's actually make something, go play shows. And that's basically how it started. Real simple, real college, let's just go have some fun.
That's cool. Well, I mean, that's always a tried and true classic, when you have people that like similar music styles and, obviously want to create a band. And I feel like it makes it easier to be facilitated because you all live in the same dorm. And but when was it like the real point where you're just like, yeah, I think we should do this band thing. Like, I feel like this needs to be a fish, it has to be official. Like, I have the name, like all that sort of stuff. Cause I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit cheesy to ask about like band name stuff. Like, how did you get your band name? But like how did all of those things kind of come to be where you were just like, this is a great band name, like maybe we should use this band name? Or were there any in the firing line that you were just like, like we should name our band this, and then there's like, no, we gotta be Sonar Shack?
Yeah, for sure. So actually, let me think about the timeline for a sec. So in like January of like 2016, I think we really were like, okay, we're a band now. But then like the couple months before, I put out some like solo acoustic sort of bad sound in like demos on SoundCloud, called it Sonar Shack. And then from there, I was like, I sort of want to like be more legitimate rather than just that. So
yeah.
So that's sort of the progression to that. And the name Sonar Shack, I was probably just stoned off my face and like, Sonar Shack.
That's a great band name. Love it, dude.
Exactly.
It was like that 70s shows, like just like, yo man, like Sonar Shack, great name.
Exactly.
And then somehow in the thought process of you coming up with band names, you're just like, yo, I remember that one time I like got stoned and I was like, that's a great name. Let me use that.
Yeah, well, even further than that, I just sit myself down with like an open Word document and band name, write a bunch down. Sonar Shack 1.
There we go. Well, I'm glad you landed on Sonar Shack. I'm just more curious where that Word document is and what wonderful names were on that list, because it's always curious to me, because I don't know, like I always think like the joke that everybody talks about like with band names where they're like, what was the street you lived on and what was the first pet you owned, like that's your band name now. Like I feel like that's a little cheese ball, but I'm sure there's definitely people that like, even like Post Malone was like not like, he just threw his name in a name generator and he's just like, yeah, this is sick, I like this.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, another one I just remembered, I think, was Midnight Poke.
Oh,
Yep.
Maybe
questionable.
Questionable, yeah, for sure. For sure, that might be a little scandalous. I don't. Glad you went with Sonar Shack, because if you're Midnight Poke, I'd be like, I don't know if I can have that type of material on here, you know? Like, I don't know if I want to be, I don't know if I want to be responsible for that type of stuff, you know? Like,
Yep. Yep.
but the next question, John, obviously another very important one about your band. Who are you guys influenced by? Obviously, you can speak about it because you're here, but maybe you can speak on, you know, the band itself in general. Like, who are you guys influenced by? Like, and who got you like into music initially, and then obviously, like, you know, the bands that you listen to now that influence you more currently.
Definitely. So, Sonar Shack's kind of weird because I think we all have our own interest, and then we put it all together, and it's just all progressive art rock weirdness just out of that. And I'd say, let's see, the metalheads. We got some metalheads in the band. We got Ashton and Will. They're pretty metal head guys. Maybe hard rock. Colin too, yeah, and Steve. Sure, yeah. You're all
All of them.
metalheads now. I'd say Steve and Colin are more jazzy guys, more jazz rock. But anyway, and myself, singer songwriter. That's what I come from. I'd say like folk rock, honestly.
Is there any like band names in particular that like in terms of singer songwriters? Because I'm always looking for some like good singer songwriters. They hit that the soul, you know, and I love that.
Yeah, it's Tallest Man on Earth. I've been a huge fan of him for a long while. Saw him a couple times in, I think, New Haven, College Street. Great performer, great guitar player. Joni Mitchell.
Ooh.
Honestly, I just loop her Blue album. I tried to go into other stuff, you know, it's fine. But the Blue album, now that's good stuff. I don't know, when she becomes a crooner in the late 80s and stuff, that kind of gets kind of weird. I don't know. Sorry, Joni Mitchell fans.
It was a hot take, Joni Mitchell. I'm sorry, John. John still loves your music though, so that's all you need to
Yeah,
know is that he has followed through the timeline. You know, it's not like he's like he distanced himself from it. He's just like, you know, I'm questionable about it, but you know, if you were to take Sonar Shack on tour, you know that he wouldn't be obliged to be like, nah, I don't know. You know,
yeah, and you know, I think all singer-songwriters need that crooner phase. You know, I think Bob Dylan had a little bit of a crooner phase. You know, just got to do it. One day I'll do it. I know it's coming.
well, John will look back on this interview in 2030 and be like, "See, I did have a crooner moment. You're right, predicting the future." You know,
Yeah, for sure.
if YouTube's still around, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure I'll be a very. I'm sure I'll be a. You know, I always joke about this in previous interviews that I feel like I'm going to be a very large embarrassment to future children. So, hi, future children. I'm sorry, I'm an embarrassment.
Hey, Brandon's kids.
Anyway, John, that is really cool. I like that you guys kind of, because I had checked out some of your stuff on YouTube beforehand, because I feel like I got to do my homework as an interviewer. And I felt like, yeah, you guys kind of pull from different genres, and like I always love when bands talk about influences too, because it gives me an idea of like, you know, like what type of music that they're into. Like, you know, again, I was kind of surprised that a good majority of the band are metalheads, because that would not be the first thing that came to my head when I was listening to your band, because I was like, this is not anywhere like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm sure there's like metal there, but like hidden under a rug, that's like hidden under like some wood, that's like hidden, you know, like there's layers, you know.
Exactly.
And I was like, it's there for sure, but not like as visible. And you know, I think that obviously there's some foundation to that, but I feel like again the indie kind of art rock you guys are doing is really interesting. I'm not particularly familiar entirely with like a lot of that sort of stuff, so it was kind of interesting for me to like listen to it at like, you know, like in my free time and be like, oh wow, this is really interesting, or like on my lunch break at work, and I'm like, this is cool, like this is something that I personally like don't know too well, but I'm excited to kind of delve into it a little bit more. Where are there any kind of like art rock or like indie rock bands that you would recommend to like people that you may not be familiar with it as much as I am?
Sure, sure. So I'd say in terms of the art rock, we're all into Radiohead. We all look to Radiohead, and even back to the metal aspect, more of the like the progressive side of things. You know, Tool, Primus. That's a
Ooh,
huge
okay.
basis of it all. That's sort of where you get the technical stuff of the Sonar Shack music. But in terms of more art and indie rock, um, Strokes, early
Yeah,
Strokes.
okay.
I don't know. Strokes are great. Uh, Honestly, I listened to a bunch of Vampire Weekend. Love
Ooh.
Vampire Weekend. Um, Man, the list goes on and on. I can't think of any more.
Well, I knew that was a question that was going to be an on the spot sort of question. So I just want to try to extract as much knowledge as I possibly can so I can better know art rock. But obviously, kind of the tail on to people who aren't familiar with Sonar Shack, I would assume most people aren't familiar, which I hope that after this interview they become more familiar with your music. But what would be one track that you would recommend to new listeners that are like, I don't know who Sonar Shack are. I just like what Brandon does, or don't like what Brandon does, whatever. And I'm just gonna be like, I hate this band, but I hope you don't. I'm just gonna say preface. I hope you don't say that. You know, John. I don't want to make John upset. I don't want to be upset because John's upset. So, don't hate on him.
I don't get upset. It's all good.
But what would be one Sonar Shack track that you'd be like, this is the one. This is the quintessential.
I'm gonna go with Jazz Barbecue. Go listen to Jazz
Ooh.
Barbecue. But we did just release an EP. We like slapped on some commentary on the end of it. So off of that, listen to Bones. That's a fun tune. Cool synth stuff, synth work in that, pretty jazzy.
I would agree with that. That was one of the suggested songs on YouTube, and I was just like, I was like, I'm gonna check that one out. And I would recommend that one. That's a hard stamp of approval. Recommend that one. Go check Bones out, and go
Thank you.
check out the EP in general. I feel like you gotta, if you're gonna listen to one, you might as well listen to all of them.
Do it.
We're all struggling artists, so go give them some love. But the next question, John, a fun one. I love asking this one. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
A song to cover? Oh, yes. I would do I would cover that 9 Inch Nails song off of Ghost. I don't know, all the titles are ghosts, so I can't remember which number, but it's like bap 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 beep.
I'm familiar with a lot of 9 Inch Nail stuff, so I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that answer. But if Post Brandon can somehow figure out that beat and figure out exactly what song that is,
You will.
good
Listen
job.
to Ghost. You're gonna know. You're gonna
I
know.
know exactly which one.
You'll be
Okay,
like, oh, that one.
that one, and then on the screen will be the actual song, so John doesn't get shit on the internet, because we all know that's what the internet's for, right? That's
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Bring on the shit fest. Let's do it.
John is. Don't invite it; it will happen. But if you have any suggestions for Sonar Shack, excluding the 9 Inch Nails, because you want to hear it. It's on the internet. It's here. People want to hear it now, and I feel like if anything, this interview holds you accountable to do it. But if you have any of these suggestions for Sonar Shack, drop them in the comments. I'm sure he'll check them out and go do them. But the next question, John, another fun one I like to ask as well, is favorite food to eat. What's the go-to?
Favorite food to eat? I don't know about me, but our bass player Will Turner on the bass, he loves to eat whole plates of bagel bites. He loves to fill up like 30 bagel bites. He'll eat that whole thing by himself. He loves bagel bites.
I don't know who makes bagel bites, but I feel like if Forever runs the social media for Bagel Bites, please sponsor Will Turner, or just sponsor Sonar Shack in general with the Bagel Bites, because
No, just Will.
just
Sonar Shack does not want
Sonar Shack does not want to be affiliated with Bagel Bites, but Will does. So if you want to sponsor,
His number is 244. No.
I can't have you dox people, John, like that. I would be very upset if somebody, Tontino's rep, went to his house and was like, Hey, so we found you on this very obscure internet interview, but we hear that you eat like 20 million Totino rolls and bagel bites and all that other shit that we make in one collective year or per week or per, I don't even know, whatever. I'm not the Totino's rep, so I can't, I can't speak on that, but they would be like, listen, like the Publishers Clearinghouse thing, we're going to show up with like a giant check, but instead of a giant check, it's just going to be like one large bagel bite. And it's going to be like,
That'd be
Will, do
perfect.
you expect this? Do you do you accept this large, large bagel bite? And then we'll give it to you for a year. We'll give it to you and your family for a lifetime, lifetime of bagel bites.
Oh man, he'd love that. That'd be great.
There we go. Well, if you want to make Will's dream a reality, make sure to go tweet at whoever makes bagel bites. I don't know who it is. I'm pretty sure it's Totino's, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So if you want Will to be sponsored by Bagel Bites, not Sonar Shack, just Will, exclusively Will. If you want to, my people will reach out to your people. Just saying. Also, if you want to message them if you want to at them on Twitter, go do it. I don't know if Sonar Shack has it, but I feel like they do. So
We're on Twitter,
de-
Sonar Shack. There's an underscore between Sonar and Shack. Unfortunately, some guy took the one with no underscore. What's up with that, man?
I don't like that. I don't like that guy Sonar Shack that doesn't have an underscore in it. Why, man? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up
What do
with
you have?
that?
Like 5 followers? Listen. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull my weight on
That guy
Twitter.
has 5. We have like 10.
They have more. You should give them up. You should give it up. I'm just saying. I'm not. I'm not exclusively endorsing it, but I'm exclusively endorsing that you should be giving over that Twitter handle. But if you want to reach out to Totino's, go do it, guys. Do it up. But next question, John. Getting it back to the music stuff. Aside from the whole sponsorship thing, if you could pick a song that would represent just you in general, if you could, like, if there was one song in a storyline of your life that you're just like, if this song played in my life, about my life, what song would it be?
Dang. I will
It's like your
say,
theme song.
Lately, it's been Bob Dylan. Yeah, The Man in Me by Bob Dylan. I'll go with that one.
That's a solid answer. Who doesn't love some Bob Dylan?
Classic.
Classic guy, classic dude. Next question, John. Obviously, you're here for musical reasons, of course. But if there was a person you could collaborate with, whether it be a guest feature on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, because obviously y'all are all producers, who would it be?
Who would I work with?
Yeah, who would you
Oh,
want to
man.
work with?
I would have to say John Hopkins.
Ooh.
Crazy cool producer, mostly electronic producer, but he's like a professionally trained piano player. He makes crazy stuff, crazy soundscapes, crazy sound design. That's the guy. He's collaborated with Brian Eno, which is sort of how I got into him. So I'm sort of like, I want to work with that guy.
There we go. John Hopkins. I don't know if you have there's probably a ton of John Hopkins on Twitter, but
Yeah.
if you can find the real John Hopkins.
No H on his name. His album, oh God.
Oof.
Immunity? No, it's not Immunity. Oh well. Anyway, there you go.
John's really selling the John Hopkins here, but I'll listen. We don't let anybody falter here on Audio Addiction. So John Hopkins, with whatever your Twitter handle is, work with Sonar Shack. They seem like solid dudes. This is John and I's first exchange other than messages on Facebook Messenger. So I feel like V solid dude, V good writing, solid band name. I feel like you guys, it's a match made in heaven. If I have to, if I have to put my weight into it, I gotta give the salutes to Sonar Shack. So John Hopkins, Sonar Shack collaboration coming to you guys soon, hopefully.
Soon.
Pending asterisks. Gotta add the asterisks in there. But next question, John. Another fun one. If you could play another musical instrument, what would it be?
I'd have to go with the cello. Definitely the
Ooh,
cello. Great, great instrument. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I wouldn't go 10 out of 10. I don't know about that, but 9 out of 10. Cello, very good.
solid option. I'm just curious now. Now you're gonna have me wanting to figure out what's the 10 out of 10, musical instrument. Because I mean, you place cello so high up there that I don't. What's the perfect instrument?
Yeah, that's the oboe.
You're right. That's true. No one talks about that one. That one's like the ugly cousin. Oof.
Yeah, 10
Shouts to
out
all
of
the
10 oboe.
shouts to all four oboe players that exist in the world.
Oh yeah, I remember I was in high school band. I don't know if you were. I know a lot of us music people are. No,
I
high
was
school
not. I
band.
was. I was not in high school band. Yeah, my high school was too small to have a band, so it
Oh
sucked.
dang, how'd you
Yeah.
get into music then?
Oh wow, John's flipping. John's flipping the script. I love this. How did I get into music? Ironically or not ironically enough, my parents were not musical whatsoever, which I thought was really strange and why I got into music. But my dad had a landscaping business, and his one of his workers was that like atypical like 80s hair metal god, like he had the long blonde hair, he come in like ripped jeans, he's got like the shirt, he come from like a late night of just like playing a late night show or going to track some stuff in the studio or whatever, like the rock god,
Yeah.
literally he literally looked like a rock god. Shouts to Pat if you watch this. I don't know if you watch this, but anyway, but he was the one who was just like, yo man, love guitar. Like he brought his guitar over, he dude shreds. And my parents had gotten me like one of those like basic ass like, hey, you have a baby amp, you get this baby guitar, like the training wheels guitar,
Yeah, the first act
the first
guitars and all
act,
that.
the I got the like Epiphone Gibson Les Paul. It was like a Epiphone Les Paul like special one or some shit. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember I got that, and like the box sat in our house. I was just like, I don't want to be a guitar player. Fuck that. Like, who wants to be a guitar player, right? Everybody, what's so special about playing guitar? And for some reason, one day it like clicked with me, and I was just like, I'm just gonna open this box and like play the guitar. And I just like picked up the guitar, and then I was like playing outside one day, like on the porch, like at my house, and the dude Pat comes up to me. He's like, yo, man. He's like, I didn't know you played guitar. And I was just like, I don't know shit about this. Like, I'm just messing around. And then my parents were like, oh, well, we should have like Pat teach him lessons. So then that's basically how I got into music that way. And then now, in terms of like the more like alternative music scene, was just like growing up, like my family was religious, so I couldn't listen to like explicit music. So I got into like August Burns Red, like Under Oath,
Yeah.
ironically enough, like that shit. And then I kind of branched out of that, but like a lot of my family stuff was like classic rock, that sort of stuff. So I did listen to like music like that, but I didn't really get into like alternative music until later on. So probably I would say like middle school about at that time, but there was like no band or anything, so I was just like, oh, I just play guitar in my house and that's it. Like I never joined a band, I never did any of that stuff, but I was just really passionate about it. And then obviously now I'm doing this and interviewing you, John. So
Wow.
we've come full
What a
circle.
sad life you've come to interview me.
You're not. It's not sad. I like
Just kidding.
John's V cool. 10 out of 10. Great interviewee here at Audio Addiction. So shouts to John for spilling the beans on his interview, which is he really flipped his script on me, and I'm real happy about that. So shouts to
Cool.
John. But the next question, John, a personal favorite of mine because I'm a nerd and I love asking it. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Video game? Oh man. All right. All right. I'm trying to think like what video games have I been playing? And I have not been playing video games.
Mm.
I've been watching a lot of Naruto though. Is there a
Ooh,
Naruto video game?
there is. There's plenty.
Okay, cool. I'll just use that as a cop out. I'll be yeah, I'll be the evil Sasuke.
Ooh.
There we go.
Ooh. Being Sasuke. Wow, that's
But the evil Sasuke.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm feeling that.
Very, very specific.
Very specific. See.
The not evil Sasuke. Yeah.
Evil Sasuke. Yeah. I got you, John. Listen, I'm all about it, you know. I feel like people are gonna maybe or may not give you flames about that, but we'll find out. We'll find out when this interview launches. Hopefully, don't give John don't give him the flames. Don't do it.
No flames.
No flames. Zero flames. Next question, John. Another fun one. Getting back to the music stuff. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, who would be on it? And this includes your band, just as an FYI.
Oh, Dream Tour. Okay. Oh, here's where I can plug Moobly Crew. All right, Dream Tour. We got Sonar Shack. Let's see, they headline. Following Blazers over Turtlenecks. They're second up. Third up. Who else is on our label? Oh, Binary Scriptures. He'll lay down some lo-fi beats before Blazers over Turtlenecks. Woo! Sorry about that.
I love, yeah, I'm gonna bass boost that shit. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna make it like all crispy and shit.
Yeah. Oh, and before that, my solo project, Scove Cone. Go listen to that weird shit. I don't headline because my music's weird as shit. And, oh, XPR, Public Zila. Oh, yo, you interviewed Zila.
I did.
Whoa.
Whoa!
You'll be the MC of the Dream Tour.
Oh wow, this is great. Well, Zila, I feel like because Zila's gonna be watching this, you didn't mention John's band. I'm very upset about that. That's
What?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to go and review the footage. So I'll let you know. Post Brandon will post some text if my statement is accurate, because on Audio Addiction we fact check, so I have to see if the words that are coming out of my mouth are correct or not. So wait for confirmation, guys, on here. Anyway,
Cool.
Next question, John, kind of in following of the Dream Tour, in your opinion, who puts on a great live performance in terms of the bands that you've seen?
Great live performance. Honestly, I said it before, Toss Men on Earth, awesome performances. I saw Andrew Bird a couple years ago. That was a fun one.
Ooh.
Violin player, Andrew Bird, awesome songwriter. That was fun. That was at College Street. Yeah, dude, you know what? I've seen Under Oath too, and August Burns Red in concert too. That was so long ago. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but I just wanted to bring it up because you mentioned it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well,
There you go.
the emo post-hardcore scene kid in me thanks you. So, gotta. Ironically enough, I'm wearing an Under Oath shirt, so I just thought that was pretty funny. I'll post it to the camera real quick. Like, I'm wearing I think it's the only it's their only Chasing Safety's like 10-year shirt. So this has currently a ton of sweat on it because the AC in my apartment is turned off and I have lights on me over there, so I'm roasting right now at a nice 350 degrees, and after this interview I'm gonna have to flip so I can get the other side, make sure that's crispy. But next question, John, another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Okay. Favorite TV show? Oh man, favorite TV show.
If you have many, you can give me a couple.
God.
You can give me a cups. You can give me a couples.
Okay, well, I love The Office. The Office is great. You know, classic show. If I want to throw it like an oddball one, did I say oddball? Oh, I saw this cool documentary once. That was cool.
Ooh. Do you know what documentary it was, John?
What it was?
Yeah.
No, that escapes me. I could
Oh,
not
okay.
focus on it. But anyway, favorite movie. Okay, I've seen many a movie in my day.
Okay.
Many a movie. Um, let's see. As of late, my favorite movie is uh, name a genre, quick, quick, Brandon. Name a genre.
Let's go with thriller movie.
Thriller. All right. Babadook.
Ooh, the Babadook.
It sort of sucks. Nah, it's great. My favorite movie. Babadook.
Was it really?
Sorry, I should have prepared more for this
It's
interview. I
it's
didn't know my
okay.
favorite movie.
Well, listen, I think it's, and I've said it, I've said it many times in interviews. I feel like it's the is what we call the Bermuda Triangle, where you'll be in an interview, you'll remember all your shit, and then as soon as the interview starts, gone, all of it disappeared. And then and then after the fact, I'm gonna get like 7 different messages of what John's answers actually are, and they will be on the screen right now of his current favorites. So,
I'll
post
send you
brands,
over like 50. Can you just like, scroll up,
just like
end
a
credits?
credits, yeah. As we're talking, there's just a bunch of text like rolling on the screen. Oh, post Brandon, wow, you got a lot of work cut out for you, bud. I'm sorry. Gonna have to check that production value budget
Oh, man.
after we're done with this interview. So, we might have to be taking a little extra funds out this time around, but it's okay. It's okay. We do this shit for free, so it's okay. Next question, John. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you to spin, and this is like barring that you have a music player and you'll be able to play it. Listen, I've had people argue that shit, so there's some feasible way of you being able to play music. So that's all I'm gonna say. But what would your album choice be?
Okay. I would go with I'd go with Music for Installations by Brian Eno. Right?
Okay.
It's honestly, is it music? I don't know, but it's really long and it's really ambient, and I can just zone out into that. Like, probably, wait, how long am I on this island for? A month?
A month. Uno
Yeah,
month.
I can zone out for a month on that. All right.
There we
We're
go.
cooking.
We're cooking with gas right now.
Okay, but serious answer. I know I've been giving you a bunch of sort of jokey answers. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
But-
It's fun. It's all in good fun.
Oh shit. Is that feedback me? Sorry if that is. But anyway, seriously, I'll go with blue and green, kind of blue, Miles Davis. Classic jazz record. Good one.
Oh, I'm seeing John might be pulling out some. Oh, I thought he was gonna pull out. He's gonna be like, "Oh, look, here it is!" Right? Yeah. I thought he was
Yeah, no, I was checking my mic, doing a mic check. I hear
Mic-
some
mic-
weird feedback.
mic
Sorry.
check,
Is
mic
that
check.
coming on your end? Or
No,
something?
you are all good, John. Your your audio is crispy, except for that one time where you put the mic in real close, and then I'm gonna bass boost that shit, and then I'm gonna make us look like chicken fried whatever. I don't know, deep fried memes. I knew I was gonna figure it out eventually, but
Yeah.
post production on this is gonna be, woo, stonks, baby. It's gonna be through the roof.
Nice.
Uh,
You should see my signal chain right now. I have like 6 plugins going through this thing. I'm serious. I have a delay on it too, man. I
wow,
have a delay.
wow,
What's up
John.
with that? Why did I do that?
John's
Anyway,
on this
continue on.
John's on this high production value, and I gotta give him, listen, give him the golf clap, little
Yes.
production value. Gotta give him that. That's definitely not gonna be blasted out at some point. But anyway, the last thing, John, the most important thing, the reason why you are here. Tell them about Sonar Shack, where they can find you out on the social media, because everybody be following, always be plugging, and what you got coming up in the next couple months. Obviously, like you said, you were talking about a new EP that just dropped recently, so you can tell people more about that, and anything else you want to pluggerino.
Yeah, you can find us on the acclaimed platforms such as Instagram and Facebook at Sonar Shack. No underscore. We're on YouTube. Oh my God! You know what we just got? We just got that fancy YouTube music note. Oh, I love that. I've been wanting that music note for a long while.
I don't have it
I
either. I'm very upset.
man, don't
Hmm.
got that music note. I only got it because of DistroKid. So all you distro kids
Ooh.
out there, you better go link up your YouTube so you look real cool. Look real
Okay,
cool.
that's definitely getting it past it out for sure. That's definitely getting past it. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so upcoming projects for Sonar Shack. You know, we're all so far and in between nowadays. Is that what the poets say? Far and in between. Anyway, so we're figuring out stuff. We have like a Google Drive of like a whole like 50 song
Whew.
ideas, and we're just like gonna piece through them over the next couple months. Put out a single probably. Keep your ears out.
Keep your ears out. I don't. I John really ended that on a like real sharp note, and I like was mid like pull. You know, it's gonna be great. Anyway, editing on this. Chef's kiss, my guy. But go check out Sonar Shack. All of the links will be down in the description where you can follow the band. Make sure to go check them out on Spotify. Make sure to go follow them on Spotify because you know that's a big deal. And it'll let you know when new tracks come out, which is always, you know, V plus. I'm gonna say that because I mean I gotta go do it, so I'm gonna go do it.
B plus. I
V
love that.
plus, V plus. That's I don't know if that's gonna catch on, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna be the first. I just want to let everybody know that now you're gonna have to pay me out royalties for every time you use V plus. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Okay.
But go check out Sonar Shack. Go check out their new EP. What's the name of the new EP, John? If you don't mind, you know, so people can find it a little bit easier.
We called it Dinner and a Show. Anyway, go listen.
Go
The
listen.
dinner is the music. The show is the commentary. I don't know. It sounds
It's
about right.
up for your discretion. And give John your best. Give John your best plugs down below of what they mean by dinner and show in the comments below. It'll give us a good laugh and, you know, engagement up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really want here at Audio Addiction. And also, if you didn't forget, or you think I was gonna forget, you know, your boy don't forget about it. Make sure to go tweet at Totino's to get Will Turner that sponsorship for them bagel bites. You know, listen, Audio Addiction's got a little you know, a little clout, so let's make it work a little bit and try to get that Totino sponsorship. You know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm endorsing it. Obviously, you know, I want it to happen. You know, I'm not saying, you know, I'm here or against it. You know, I'm just trying to get my boys that sponsorship. So if you want to do that, also bubbly, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm drinking your drink right now. If you like to sponsor me, that'd be delightful. You know, I drink a lot of seltzer water, so you know, if we're out here making some
Get it.
plugs, you know, you might as well might as well do it. But go check out.
Also, plug for Sunco. Great gas. Put it in my car a couple weeks ago. It's still working.
There we go. That's it. Sunco. I don't know if you have Twitter or not, but let's. If we're gonna do sponsorships. I mean, bands. I mean, I feel like that would be great if bands got sponsored by like gas stations. I mean, that would be. I mean, I feel like that's like kind of like a match made in heaven. You know, I'm just saying Sunco. Just say Sunco.
Definitely.
If you want to make that happen, tweet at
Fill up
Sunco.
your tour vans.
Fill up your tour vans, gift cards. You know, Taco Bell does that stuff. Taco Bell, if you'd like to sponsor me too, that'd be great. You know, who would say no to that? Also,
What's your favorite Taco Bell item?
that's, you know, listen, it's one of two items. One, you know, rest in peace, spicy potato soft taco. That's the GOAT. You know it is. You know, rest in peace. But I'm just saying, if you want to bring that back, spicy potato soft taco, you know, that'd be great. Taco Bell, please do it. I'm begging you. I'm on my last limb. If not that, I'd probably say Crunchwrap because that's GOAT too. Just saying.
Classics.
But Taco Bell. What about you, John? What's your poison?
I'm a I'm a chalupa guy all the way.
That's third choice. That's third choice. You know, if I don't get the spicy potato, or I get all three. You know, because I'm a fat ass. So you know, let's do it.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
Well, go check out all of the things we just plugged right now. You know, we're at the end of this interview. We're just plugging the shit out of things that we want and we like. So let's do that. And if you enjoyed this interview, make sure to share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And please go check out Sonar Shack. Go check out Mobley Crew because John, you know, if he doesn't have enough on his plate, he does the Mobley Crew stuff. And you know, just saying, gotta support him on that too.
Go check it out.
So
Mobley Crew though.
Mobley.
No Mobleys around here.
No
Mobley
Mobleys.
might get mad.
Listen. I've had a terrible track record of being able to pronunciate things wrong. So continuing on that train of bad pronunciations here at Audio Addiction. I probably should make a shirt about it, and I probably will because now it's here. But anyway, huge thanks to John for coming on, and again, go check out Sonar Shack. Really fantastic tunes, and definitely ones that you should go check out, listen to, and go support the man John. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks, Brandon.
Go support him.
This was awesome. You rule. Audio Addiction rules.